Welcome to What's My Personality Type? In this video, we'll learn about another aspect of personality theory called temperament. Temperament refers to your core needs that drive your behavior. Within the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types, there are 4 temperaments: the guardian, the artisan, the rational, and the idealist. This video will focus on the strengths and blind spots of the artisan. Artisans are those people whose second letter of their MBTI type is S for sensing and whose last letter is P for perceiving. So the types that fit the artisan category are ISTP, ISFP, ESTP, and ESFP. While these types can look very different from each other, they all have some common core needs. The artisan's core needs are for action, freedom, fun, and practical results. They have an ability to see situations clearly and act in the moment. This makes them flexible and resourceful people who are quick to adapt and have the courage to take risks. All artisans have certain strengths, although they may look a bit different according to the individual. But for the most part, artisans tend to be fun and spontaneous, while at the same time being practical and efficient. They are the doers of the world who would rather take action than spend a lot of time talking about and planning something. Because they value fun and freedom, they enjoy working with others, but not necessarily following established rules. They're really good at quickly figuring out the best way to accomplish a task, so they prefer to do what they know will work, which may not always be the standard procedure, but their way almost always ends up being the better, most efficient way to do something. Artisans are focused on the sensory world and are very aware of their bodies, so they tend to be excellent at working with their hands or doing other kinds of physical activities, such as sports or building and fixing objects. And they often excel in the arts, such as pottery, dance, or painting, because it allows them to express themselves in a physical way, which is why they are called the artisan. And because of their ability to quickly read situations and react appropriately in the moment, artisans are great in crisis situations, remaining calm and knowing just what to do, so other people tend to rely on them to deal with emergencies in a practical way. However, all artisans can have some blind spots as well. Because of their focus on the present moment, they don't always think ahead to potential future implications of what they're doing. This tendency can cause them to sometimes be too impulsive and seem unpredictable to others. In fact, since they rely on concrete, practical information, planning too far in the future is often difficult for them because they don't have enough information to predict what decision they want to make. This reluctance to plan can be frustrating for other types who want a firm commitment from them. And their unwillingness to follow procedures when they think they have a better solution can also cause issues when a standard measure is supposed to be taken. And because artisans are so practical minded and focused on fixing specific problems in the present moment, they may have trouble seeing the big picture and connecting the issue at hand to a potential larger issue. This lack of focus on patterns or abstract theories can cause them to constantly have to put out fires or deal with small issues while ignoring solutions that may resolve the larger problem. Partly because of this day-by-day approach, artisans can also get bored easily if nothing exciting is happening in the moment, so they tend to lose interest in activities once the crisis is over or when systems are running smoothly. This need for variety and excitement may make them want to either create drama or look for things to fix, even if everything seems to be going well. And while artisans are usually really fun to be around, their playfulness can sometimes make them appear to be trivializing the concerns of others. Now, not all artisans will exhibit these behaviors, but they may be more likely than other types to have this mindset, so it's important to be aware of tendencies that may not always be helpful, especially at times when there is a need to step back and look at the big picture or plan for the future. So if you're an artisan and find that you have some of these blind spots, you can grow and develop your type by taking some time to look at how situations you are dealing with today connect with circumstances in the past and potential issues in the future. Your ability to sense current conditions will help others to see clearly where they are, and together you can work on planning for where you want to be. So, what are some ways you can build on your amazing strengths as an artisan to overcome some of your blind spots? Here are some activities you can try to help yourself build up your planning muscles and improve your ability to think ahead. First, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you would immediately react, stop for a moment and process not only what is happening right now, but also try to think about why it might be happening. Then come up with an action you can take to address the larger issue. For instance, if people you supervise keep coming to you with questions or problems, instead of just dealing with the immediate crisis, look at how you can address those issues in a more holistic way. Ask yourself if they might have constant questions because their job duties aren't clear or if they haven't had proper training. Perhaps you can offer workshops, provide written manuals for common questions, or match up new employees with more experienced colleagues as mentors. These actions will help to not only solve current problems, but will also prevent future issues from occurring. Second, try to work on long-range planning and making a commitment to follow through on your plans. Start with making a long-term goal. You can even make it something fun that you want to do, such as traveling abroad. Set a date that you want to accomplish this goal by. Then, figure out all the steps you need to take to accomplish your goal and set mini deadlines for yourself. So, for example, if you want to travel by summer, you may need to start saving in January, apply for a passport in February, book your flight by March, reserve a hotel room by April, and so on. Keep track of your progress and be sure that you're keeping your eye on the goal. Once you're there, you probably won't want a strict schedule to follow so that you have the freedom to explore. But try to plan at least a couple of activities in advance, such as getting theater tickets or scheduling a fun tour before you leave. This way you won't miss out on events that needed to be scheduled ahead of time. Finally, do some activities that will flex your intuitive muscles. Try solving logic puzzles, writing short stories or poetry, or joining a book club. You can also take a class in a theoretical topic such as sociology or literature. The point is to get you thinking about ideas bigger than what is happening in your immediate surroundings and imagining possibilities for the future. You will still be the go-to person to fix what's broken in the moment, but when you try to become more big picture, you will expand your horizons beyond the day-to-day and get better at predicting outcomes for the future. I hope you found this information on the Artisan temperament helpful. If you want more videos on personality types, subscribe to our channel below. And thanks for watching.